Hello everyone and welcome to Cooking Live. I'm Chef Patrice and I'm going to make you a better cook. Today, of course, in this class we're going to be learning some good techniques like we always do in Cooking Live. Some of the technique that we're going to be learning together today is we're going to be making a sabayon for the cheesecake. On the menu today we have salmon crusted with the walnut and panko, and it's going to be served on top of lentil, French lentil that we're going to cook nice and slow. Beautiful, of course. Nice food. Lentil and salmon, excellent. And then for dessert today, we're making, of course, the pumpkin cheesecake, food in the season. Get ready for your Thanksgiving dinner. You can see up on your screen in here, we have two layers. One plain cheesecake, and then, of course, with the pumpkin, beautiful cake, very light. I have to mention that this cheesecake is not like the regular cheesecake which we are cooking. We are not cooking this cheesecake. We're still making it with the cream cheese, but that's why we're making the sabayon. It's going to light up all this cake. It's a beautiful cheesecake, one of my favorite recipes, of course. Okay, so if you are ready and excited, we have the ingredients. We're going to go over the ingredients in a second, but the first thing that I want everybody to do is turn on the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Working with gelatin, it's a little bit tricky because too much of it, it's really not pleasant. It's gelatinous too much. It's just, and not enough, it doesn't stay together. So we have to be right into the money here, okay? The oven is not quite ready yet, that's okay. So we're gonna grab the bowl here, and I'm gonna get the ingredients actually from the, for the cheesecake. I'm gonna bring it in front of me here. Okay, and we're gonna go, and I want you to do the same thing here. So if you wanna put it up on the screen, Dan, there you go, thank you very much. For right now, what I wanna take, I wanna use my 2 egg yolks, which I have right there. Let's go over the entire ingredients. This way we make sure everyone has what they need. The spatula here, the same thing we did earlier, nice and even. Now don't you worry, we're going to cover with a little bit of whipped cream, of course, at the end. And today we're going to be making a nice syrup with the maple syrup, which will be delicious with the pumpkin. I'm going to have to lick this one again, I'm sorry. It's going to be delicious, I can feel it. Okay. All right, so let's see what's going on now with the progression of this class and see if we can take a break maybe. What do you think, eh? I hope you have some wine in the refrigerator because you're going to need some. So I'm going to keep it covered like that, very low simmer. So lentil on the stove, low simmer. The pumpkin pie is in the refrigerator right now getting setting. The only thing we have to do in here is add the whipped cream. And then, of course, we're going to be making the maple syrup, okay? So we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, what I want you to have ready, of course, is your diced carrots. We call them a brunoise, small diced, and also the diced celery, and a small pot with a little bit of butter, but we're going to do that when we come back. This is going to be the garnish for the lentil with the salmon, okay? So don't go too far. We'll be right back in about 5 minutes. Now, removing skin from an entire fillet like this, it's not very complicated, but you have to kind of follow some basic things. Well, the first thing I make sure always is my fish stay nice and flat on the cutting board. I move the fish closer to the edge of the cutting board, and for the reason that if I'm going to take my knife and go under, you know, if I put my fish too far from the cutting board, and I try to go under, what's going to happen with my hand is going to be on the cutting board, and I'm going to leave some space in here, and therefore I'm going to leave some meat on the, you can see here that space because my knuckle, my finger. But if I do on the side of the cutting board, as you can see here, how flat and nice and even I'm going to go. Small detail, huge result. So I'm going to put it in here. Now I start from the tail to the head of the fish. I'm going to hold that to that. I'm going to waste a little bit of the tail, which is okay. I'm cutting in here a little bit, and I'm going to put my knife nice and flat, okay? And with my left hand, I'm going to grab the skin and make sure I keep a little bit of a tension in here. And then at the same time, I'm going to push my knife toward the head of the fish. And I'm going to make sure I get a good grab. Sometimes you can twist it like that. Just take your time. Just trust yourself. Don't look. You have to go now all the way. There you go. Make sure you keep the tension. Okay, now let's look at the result. See, the entire skin came out. Oop, there we go, right there. Perfect. Entire skin. We're going to use the Dijon to brush the fish, and it's going to stick the crust into the fish with the Dijon. So keep the Dijon on the side, okay? Very good. Let's go ahead and turn this on. I think that's good. I like it. It's got a little bit of a texture in here. Perfect. Okay, so that was easy. Look at, this is the way you want the lentil to look like. When you put the lentil, you want them to fall down like this, okay? There you go. This is perfect. It gives it a little more color. Huh? Look at this. That looks pretty good. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get the fish from the oven here. Look at these dishes, and I'm sure your dish also look and probably taste as good as mine. I haven't tasted yet, but I'm confident that it's gonna be perfect. I love cooking this kind of dish. I think it's simple. It's almost like comfort food. Talking about enjoying, I hope you enjoyed this class, and most of it, I hope that you will be joining us next week, of course, on Cooking Live on Saturday at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. So I think my time is up for today. I really had a good time doing those dishes. And again, don't overcook the fish. Just relax, drink some wine, and I'll see you all next week. Goodbye, everybody. So long.